Welcome back here on Bear Sports Network. I'm Anthony Brown bringing to you Game 2 of the matchup between the Coker Cobras and the Lenoir-Rhyne Bears. Bears taking the opening game 14-1. A lot of action in that game, and the score really doesn't show how close it was. 3-1 for most of the game. Coker plenty of chances early. Kind of squandered all of them away as the Bears did a great job of handling all the adversity thrown at them. And that led to a big-time bottom of the fifth inning where they put up 6 runs and really blew the game open. After that, a couple home runs here and there. One from Glassy, the other one a grand slam in the bottom of the 8th by David Bell. And you had a 14-1 victory as the Bears pitching performances from Lanham, Lambert, and Swarsky set up the Bears for that 14-1 victory. But now we're here for Game 2. And first pitch is a ball. Leadoff hitter Cam Murray. Leading the way here for the Cobras. Takes a first pitch ball, then takes a strike. Another ball right there. Murray went 0 for 4 in the last game, but got on base the very first time with an error, and then stole a base while he was at it, so it wasn't a statless day for him. Takes another one on the inside there. Counts 3-1. Big swing and a miss right there. Andrew Patrick, starting pitcher here for the Bears. And that one's pushed just foul. It's Murray doing a good job battling in there. Just battling. Patrick looking for the first out of the game. And that's another one. Murray got his timing a little better right there. And just pushed that one foul. Andrew Patrick, a right-hander. 6'3", redshirt sophomore from Catawba, North Carolina. Ooh, that was pretty right there. Wow, just locked up Murray for the opening out of the game. Strikeout looking. Wow. Patrick just looks like a little off-speed pitch that just caught Murray guessing and froze him. That'll bring up Riley Hall. Batting second for the Cobras. Hall is going to be playing in left field. Takes a strike right there. 1-2 is to count one out. Rain has let up a little bit, but temperature staying about the same, and the wind also about the same. It's a chilly day out here, wet, chilly day. And that one's fouled straight back. I want to be collected. And now the Bears looking for out number 2 here. 1-2, pitch to Hall. Just in front of it and goes over. That'll go to Ferlanda at second. Flips it over to Mackey at first. Nice play by the Bears. 2 outs. Nice calm and control. And that defense was story of game 1. When the pitching did get in trouble, they bailed them out big time with some double plays. Pitchers also got involved in the defense. But 4 double plays being turned in game 1, all of them at critical moments. Showing off some of that defense as Brian Castillo now to bat, playing at third base. 2 outs on the inning. First pitch is a strike. Second pitch on the way. Just fouls it off. It's Cobras. They were able to manage 6 hits in game 1. So it's a team that is capable of putting the bat on ball. They are a dangerous team. Got in some dangerous situations in game 1. And Castillo gets a hold of that one, but that will go straight up in the air for Orlando. Calling off, and he'll make the catch. That'll be 1-2-3, a clean inning right there for the Bears. To start off game 2, still the opening day doubleheader on the Bears Sports Network. We'll be back in the Bears for the bottom half of the first.
Kia in Hickory. We want to see you driving a new Kia or, hey, a quality pre-owned Kia. We've got a huge selection of new and pre-owned Kias. You got to get to Paramount Kia in Hickory, Highway 70, ParamountKia.com.
Back here on the Bear Sports Network after a very quick half of the first. Bears now will be in position. Read off to you this batting order. Hitting first, the designated hitter, E.J. Rennell. Batting second at third base, Will Jones. Third, first baseman, Matt Mackey. And in the fourth spot, your catcher, Nick Clarno. Woof. Rough one right there. Batting fifth in center field, Drew Glassy. Sixth, making his season debut. In left field, Mike Mahue. At seventh, you got Xander Ferlanda at second base. In eighth, you have Wade Cuda. He'll be in right field. And last, you'll have David Bell. Last but not least, David Bell hitting a grand slam in the first game. So got to keep your eyes out on that 9 spot. He'll be at the shortstop position as well. E.J. Rennell will get us started off. He's the one who started off the hits for the Bears in the last game. Got to believe he's going to be looking for something to drive here. On the mounds, number 21, Chris Watkins, sophomore left-hander. Lansing, South Carolina. And starts the game out with a strike right there. Cobras were treated to good pitching in the first game from Matt Hyatt. Numbers didn't end up his way, but he did put on a well performance. E.J. Rennell looks at an even count, 1-1. Good eye right there by Rennell. Two, 1 on the way, and a big swing and a miss right there. Rennell has wheels, so I believe if he gets on base, he will be looking to fly around. Count at 2-2 right now. And that one load up the count. Something we saw a lot of in the first game. These two teams battling at the plate leads to some full counts and really just big time pitches. It's the wind slowly starting to pick up here. Rennell slices that one just foul. It's really a kind of a swirling wind as you get closer to the outfield. The flag isn't moving, but down here by the plate, it's definitely blowing. That's a pretty pitch, but that one to be right outside. Rennell will take first base. Cobras tried to sell it, tried to see if they can get the call, but unable to get the call. And that'll put the first runner on and lead us now to number 13, Will Jones. Jones didn't have a lot of success from the plate in the last game, looking to change his fortunes here in game 2. Shows bunt but pulls back. He did lay down a bunt in game 1 and almost beat it out. Really bang. From my view, it looked like he beat it, but on the field there was a different call. So don't be surprised if Jones tries to sneak one down while advancing the runner. Watkins, the big lefty, brings in the pitch. And Jones just drops the head of the bat just a little bit right there. Jones still showing bunt and gets a good one down. Plays only at first and it's dropped. And now Carousel is turning. Correction, Brian Costello is the one behind the plate this game. Got a little loose with that throw. And they were unable to hang on to it over there at first base for Coker. That'll lead to Matt Mackey now. Runners on second and third. No outs. Prime position for the Bears to strike right here. In the dirt, good job keeping that from getting to the backstop. We saw a handful of wild pitches in that first game, led to some runs. And with Rennell down there at third, you got to believe anything that gets past the catcher, it's going to score. Mackey also drove in a couple of runs in the first round or the first game. Big swing right there. Just got a tip of it. Another one that gets past Castillo, and that'll lead to the first run as Rennell brings it across and gives quick work. Also, Jones advances to third base in that. Two and one is the count. Watkins comes set. And just a little outside. Watkins rocking the gray with the stirrups. As you can see the Bears in their white and red pinstripes. That one is low and it'll be a walk. Runners on first and third for your catcher. Hitting in the fourth spot today, number 19, Nick Clarino. Made his presence known behind the plate as he caught the spectacular pitching performances in Game 1. Looks at an inside ball right there. Cobras now just looking for strikes. They just need a couple strikes now. No outs, runners on the corners. That one also is a ball. 2-0, no outs. It's been one error in the inning, but the Bears have already crossed the board. Good pitch right there. I think Clarino was just getting the take sign, making sure there was a strike being thrown before he started being too aggressive. Now 2-1 in the count. Watkins brings it forward. It's a pretty pitch, but a little inside. (3-1). No outs, runners on the corners. And that pitch is high. It's not a great start for the Cobras here. Gotta believe they're just looking for some strikes right now. Drew Glassy. He smashed a home run in Game 1. Said Derringer's got to have to pitch 2 with the bases loaded and no outs. He's definitely going to be looking for something to drive here. Get himself a grand slam and match David Bell. Arguably could say that Glassy was a standout performer from Game 1. Really got things started off. And now he's looking to pop something off right here for the Bears too. Looks at a good pitch low. Watkins has been able to find the spot a couple times, and when he has, it's been pretty, but just not consistent enough. That's why the bases are loaded here with no outs, and he also hasn't given up any hits. Trying to recover from the error Made it earlier on the bunt by Will Jones. It's another pretty pitch. Low and outside. Count is 1-2 now. Watkins got a little steam on those pitches as well. And now Glassy, let's see what he can do. He struck out once in the earlier game. See if he'll battle through here. And looks at one in the dirt, but instead holds off. Watkins trying to get him to go after it. Big lefty on lefty matchup. .61 Watkins and 6'3" Glassy. Two big left-handers. Bases loaded. Two balls, 2 strikes. Bears looking to add on. It's a pretty pitch. Gets the strikeout right there. Wow. Painting the inside is Watkins. That was a pretty pitch. Glassy can't believe it when he looked back and saw that he was getting punched out, but that'll bring the first out of the inning. And now making his season debut, the senior. He'll be out in right field, Mike McHugh. Mike's hit a few home runs in his day. And he wouldn't mind hitting a grand slam right here. Or just maybe adding on with the hit. As he takes a first pitch strike, as Watkins looks like he's found a groove. Found his groove out there on the mound after getting the strikeout. He pumps one in. 0-1. McHugh holds off. Bases loaded, 1 out. If you're the Bears, you'd hate to only get 1 run out of this situation, so you're looking for something here. Get into the outfield, get a tag up, or just a grounder backside. Something. Push across a run or two and take advantage of the fact you had bases loaded, no outs. Watkins is battling. And that one sliced down the line, but looks like it'll go foul. Hugh a little late on that. Good contact, but 1-2 is the count. 1 out. Bases loaded, first at bat of the year for the senior. Nice wide stance. A little choked up on the bat. And just battles one, and it'll fall over the head of the shortstop. That'll bring across 2. McHugh goes into second, and that's a 2 RBI double right there. Magic Mike McHugh with the big 2 RBI double. Gives the Bears a 3-1 lead. It wasn't too bad of a pitch. Wasn't too bad of a situation, but he had a hitter that was ready and prepared. Get a replay on that. You can just see choked up on the bat and was ready for it, turned his hips, and flipped it right over the shortstop's head. Classic play right there, and taking advantage of the situation. If you're the Bears, still a dangerous situation if you have Xander Fernanda. At the plate. He takes the first pitch ball, and it goes to the backstop. I don't know if Castillo realized he didn't have the ball there. Kind of hesitated in his chase after that one. brings across another run, 4-0. Mayhew now down all the way to third base. Verlinda. Oh, or 1-0 count. 1 out, runner at third base. He takes one high. Looks like the rain is calmed all the way down. It's nothing but a little bit of a drizzle. The lights are starting to come on and this field's starting to shine. Hey, they asked to see. They say that there was a swing on that. Count is 2-1. 2-1 count. Runner on third, 1 out. For Linda. Lays down the bunt. Oh, and there's no play at first. There's no play at first right there. What a bunt. What an execution. And just like that, you have a bunt single. Xander Ferlinda. 5-0 are the Bears, and they are absolutely rolling after a 14-1 victory in game 1. They've come out in game 2 on fire. Defense has let Watkins down a little bit here as he's gotten 2 bunts to lead the base runners. That one's a ball outside. We'll get a quick mound visit. Wade Kuda is at the plate. And if you're the Bears, couldn't have been any better of a start. Now you're up to a 5-0 lead. 2 hits on the inning, also 2 errors as well. Help the Bears out. And Watkins is just trying to get it all together and figure out where this went wrong so they can get these 2 outs and get out of this inning. As before he could even know it, he's been hit with a firestorm of events, and now is down 5-0. A bunt attempt down, but that is also a pass ball. Brian Castillo showing a little frustration as he threw the ball away. That leads to an advancement of Ferlinda. Ferlinda now on second base. 1 ball, 1 strike, 1 out. And Cuddy shows bunt again. You got to believe he's going to try to push this one down the first base line. There was a miscommunication. Trying to figure out who's covering where. And if you're the Bears, you probably want to test that out as soon as you can. See if the Cobras figured it out. Big swing, but a miss. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 1 out. Runner on second base. Bears lead 5-0, trying to add on right here. It's already been a taxing inning for Watkins. And got to believe Coker was hoping they can get a little bit of length out of him. That one's a ball high. Full count. 3-2. Come set is Watkins. Pitch on the way. And a big swing and a miss. Kuda goes down. That'll be the second out of the inning. Second strikeout for Watkins. And now they're just one out away from getting out of what is a disastrous inning. Bears looking to bat around. As David Bell comes up to the plate. Last time we saw him at the plate, he smashed a grand slam in the bottom of the 8th of Game 1. Finished the game with 5 RBIs to lead the team. Just a great performance by him. He's really seeing it out there, and that grand slam was gone off. They just knew it off the bat. Team was already out the dugout celebrating. Just trying to add on to that. Gets one, drives it to second base, and it's through. Looks like another RBI for David Bell. Ferlinda comes across. 6-0 Bears. An early crooked number. David Bell. Wow, 6-0 Bears, and that leads to us batting around. E.J. Ronell at the plate. Walked earlier this inning. Batting around here. First pitch is another ball outside. Watkins right now has just been blitzed. He's thrown some good pitches, just missed. He's had some hit, and 2 errors behind you. It's just not a good inning for the Cobras. But that one is a shot out the right field, going back all the way to the wall, and it's downed. It's going to be a play at the plate, it looks like. Not in time. David Bell was on his horse, out on contact, and that'll be another run. 2 out, RBI double, 7-0. It just won't stop, and that'll lead to a pitching change here. Not the season debut you dreamed of if you were Watkins, but everyone has their day. Just tip your cap to the Bears. They made some plays, and now we'll take a short break here and allow for the new pitcher to get warmed up on the Bear Sports Network.
Everett Chevrolet Buick GMC is ready for another exciting football season. Everett has been a proud sponsor of the Lenoir-Rhyne Bears for 25 years, and we wish the Bears a safe and successful season. And August means it's all systems go for another winning season with the Carolina Panthers. We have a tradition of winning in the Carolinas, and when you want to be a winner in the car, truck, or SUV game, come see the sales and service champions at Everett, because if you didn't get an Everett deal, you dropped the ball, baby. Woo!
I knew that there was an opportunity to have my college paid for if I was good enough to play baseball at that level. That was going to make a big difference in my family. D2 baseball gave me an opportunity to play at a high level and to get an education that's going to be valuable for me throughout the rest of my life. I chose to take my experience of being a student athlete and pursue that within my career and to get a master's degree. If I wouldn't have had a baseball scholarship, there'd be no chance that I'm doing what I'm doing today.
Back here on the Bear Sports Network, LR jumps out to an early 7-0 lead. Still here in the bottom of the first, and we already have a pitching change. 2 outs, and they've chased off Watkins. Now we have Tanner Wofford, senior right-hander from Spartanburg, South Carolina. Another big frame, 6'4" body. Out here just trying to get the Cobras through this inning so they can get back to the bats and find a way to answer this cricket number that's been put up. It all started on a wild pitch. Wild pitch allowed E.J. Rennell to score the first run of the game. And then after that, Mike Mahue singled. That brought in 2 runs. Another wild pitch allowed Clarino to score. A hit from Ferlinda allowed for McHugh to score. A hit from David Bell allowed for Fernanda to score. And then a hit from Rennell, who is out on second base right now, allowed for David Bell to score. And now you have Will Jones up at the plate. And he takes a low pitch. It's a good-looking pitch right there, but it was a little low. 1 ball, no strikes, 2 outs, 7 runs, 4 hits, 2 errors have been committed this inning. That one's another pitch low. 2-0 is the count. Bears just being picky up there at the plate. If it's not close, they're not even looking at it. Got a good eye to start out this season and really to start out this game. Bears already batted around. 10th batter of the inning gets walked. Throwing strikes has been a problem for the Cobras. A lot of walks and wild pitches in game 1, and so far, it's looking a little bit of the same in game 2. Matt Mackey just going to continue the go-around for the Bears. 11th batter of the inning. Correction, 12th batter of the inning. And that one's a wild curve ball. Just kind of came out the hand a little early there. And after a quick exchange of baseballs, Wofford now back on the mound. Runners on second and third. A lot of speed. And he brings in a strike. Evens the count up. 1-1, 2 outs. A big swing and a miss right there. It's Mackey. He's got some power. He was looking to put one behind the fence. I've already seen one go off the fence. Low and left that one alone. Doing damage with 2 outs. That's what the Bears have done so far. It's a big part of their big 6-run bottom of the 5th in game 1, and it's been a part of this big 7-run first inning. Mackey looks and takes another ball. It's the count full, 3-2, 2 outs. Runners are going on any contact, so you believe he can get a hit through. That's another 2 runs for the Bears. Wofford set on the way. And that's low. Keeps the inning going. 2 batters, 2 walks. Nick Clarino, his second appearance, a walk in his first at-bat. And he looks at a first pitch strike. Nice pitch right there from the right-hander. Bases loaded. Can't put him anywhere, so time for him to attack. He stays off of it. Tells Rennell to calm down over there at third base. Wasn't far enough away for an advancement of runners. Now we're set, 1-1. Bases loaded, 2 outs. Big rip at it. Pushes the count to 1-2. Clarno gets called for a check swing, and that'll do for this inning. Bears leave the bases loaded, but they strike for 7 of them. 7 runs on 4 hits. There were 2 errors committed by the Cobras. Bears lead 7-0 here after 1 on the Bear Sports Network.
I love being busy in my garden. I got flowers to plant and beds to clean out. When I was feeling really tired and not like myself, I saw a doctor. Look at me now. The doctors were good, they worked with me, and they laughed with me. I'm back to doing everything I love. I needed a doctor, and I found the expert for my heart.
Being a champion takes more than talent, more than the perfect pass, more than using your head. Being a champion takes the spirit to always push harder, the ability to overcome any hurdle, and the fire to be the best. Welcome to Division II, where the pursuit is yours to create. And the question isn't, can you do it? It's, will you?
Back here on the Bear Sports Network following a 7-0 bottom half of the first. The Bears lead by that score, 7-0. To the plate now for the Cobras, number 2, Corey Listing. After a quick mix-up of signals. I'm just going to run out there and make sure everybody's on the same page. One and one is the count. Patrick with the windup on the way. And that one was high. After a 1-2-3 first inning, the Bears went in and made some serious noise with the bats. And there's a check down there. No swing, says our umps. I'd like to give a quick shout out to them. The players are out there playing, but it's a rough day. And they still showed up to work as well. That's a big time strike right there. Evens the count, 2-2. Correction, fulls the count, 3-2. Payoff pitch. And it's a curveball that just didn't have enough break on it. Gives the Cobras their first runner of the game. A team with a very respectable approach to the plate. You got to believe they're not just gonna go away easy here. Phil Griffor now up to bat, and he looks at a first pitch strike. Patrick has a little juice as he's bringing it across. Nice off speed, but unable to get it down. Griffor hangs off of it. See if the Cobras try to get the wheels turning a little bit. With Listing over there at first. Know he can run pretty well. And the Bears thinking just like I am. Have a check over there at first base. It's a long game. You got to believe that 7 runs. It's very manageable. But you got to start making some noise soon. It's a good block by Clarno. Full command of the field back there behind the plate. I've been impressed by Clarno. So now we have a 2-1 count. Patrick comes set and brings it across. Unable to get the call there. The 3-1 pitch. And that's a strike. Makes the count full. 3-2, runner on first. Listings at first. He doesn't go, but that's one in the dirt. And now runners at first and second, no outs. Cobra's looking to answer a cricket number at the bottom with some noise at the top. Nick Leonard at the plate now. And he looks at a first pitch strike, and that was pretty well placed right there by Patrick to get ahead in this count. Something he's done a good job of today, really staying ahead of the batters. And that one's roped into right field. See if they're going to test it. They're going to hold up, and it's a nice throw in. So we'll have bases loaded, no outs. Bases loaded, no outs for Coker as they still looking to respond, and that'll bring Lake Liebrand up to bat. First pitch, swing and a miss. This foul tipped it back. No balls, 1 strikes, no out, bases loaded. The Bears fought out of a couple of no-out bases loaded situations in game 1. Well, they're going to have to do it again. This time is called here. Liebrand just going to reset. Cat and mouse game it is of pitching versus hitting. Pitch on the way. That's another pretty breaking ball. Leyburn just couldn't let go on that one. That was tough. 0-2 is the count now. If you're the Bears, this could be a big strikeout. Need a big out right here. Patrick gets set. And gets one in the dirt, swinging. But because the bases are loaded, the ball is dead. And like that, that's the first out of the inning. Clarno had to go down and make sure that one didn't get behind him, but great job right there by Andrew Patrick to lock in and make sure he got the out. Jackson Williams now at the bat. Big, intimidating presence. Looking to drive across some runs, and he swings at a pitch low. Good job right there by Patrick. As again, baseballs, every time they hit the ground, they're coming up pretty wet thanks to all the rain we had today. So they're being cycled out at an alarming rate. Pitch on the way. That's a beauty. 0-2, bases loaded, one out. Bears still looking to fight out of this situation right here. Andrew Patrick, he gets set, and here comes the pitch. Whew, just misses. Williams had to duck out of the way right there. One got a little loose. Never fun whenever there's a baseball flying around your head. So Williams will now get resettled into the box, and here comes the pitch. And he goes. Bases loaded again, so that's bases loaded, no outs. And you get back-to-back strikeouts from Andrew Patrick. Redshirt sophomore stepping up big in his first career start for the Bears. Gotta bring in Marlowe. Marlowe's playing second base, and he looks at a first pitch strike. Got to believe an out right here, and the Bears dugout will just erupt. You need something if you're the Cobras. Pretty pitch, but doesn't go the way of Patrick. Bears dugout thought they had another one. 1 ball, 1 strike, 2 outs. Base is loaded. Marlowe in the box. And that one just fought off. One ball, 2 strikes. Cobras desperately looking for something right here. Don't want to waste this perfect chance. Patrick comes set. And that was a little bit loose, dangerous there. Almost caught a piece of Marlowe. But it just misses. Bears looking for a big pitch. Trying to get out the inning. That one's low. Coming home. And instead, the Bears hold it. Disaster avoided as that one got away. But a little late decision on third from Listing allowed for the Bears to be able to flip it home before he could get running. He had to scamper back to third. Now we have a full count. We're going to get a quick discussion here. And just making sure everybody's on the same page. Full count. 3-2, bases loaded. Stuff you dream about. But except for the bottom of the ninth, this is the first inning. And this is a very, very big at-bat. Runners are going. Oh, my goodness. What a pitch. Just froze him right there. Andrew Patrick, have yourself a night. Wow. That was pretty. As the Bears survive, bases loaded, no outs, and they still lead 7-0 going into the bottom of the second. We'll be back on the Bears Sports Network.
Being a champion takes more than skill, more than endless drills, more than using your head. Being a champion takes the heart to give it your all, the agility to thrive from any angle, and the relentless drive to be the best. Welcome to Division 2, where the pursuit is yours to create, and the question isn't, can you do it? It's will you?
Welcome back here on the Bear Sports Network. I'm Anthony Brown, bringing to you the opening day doubleheader between Lenoir-Rhyne and Coker. Bears are up to a 7-0 lead thanks to a crooked number in the bottom half of the first. And now they're back at it. Drew Glassy struck out in the first inning. Only Bear not to reach base, and he's looking to change that fortune here. He puts a bunt down, and it's a pretty one. Nice play, but he beats it out. Wow, that was just fantastic baseball. Almost a perfect bunt. Basically a perfect bunt, and that'll lead to Glassy getting on base. And Wofford, he gave it a great effort. Really got off the mound and really kind of forced the action right there as he scooped it up, flipped, just unable to get it over there in time to get the speedy Glassy. And now Mike Mayhew, he had a 2 RBI double. He's looking to add on to it. Takes first pitch low. Bottom half of this lineup for the Bears did a lot of damage first inning. Looking to add on to it as that one gets away. And now Glassy on second base. Two balls, no strikes, no outs. Bears lead 7-0. 7 runs on 5 hits. They've also been helped thanks to 2 errors by the Cobras. But now Wofford gets set, brings the pitch, and that's way high. It's just not a pretty day on the mound if you're a pitcher for Coker. It's been a struggle so far. The Bears look to add to their lead now. Glassy on third, Mayhew up 3-0 in the count. Wouldn't be surprised if he's taken here. And that one's in the dirt. And gives him a walk. Mike Mayhew on first base. one of the most vocal players on this team, Mike Mahue, communications major, and not shy to tell everybody how he feels. So now he's on first base. Runners at the corner for Xander Ferlinda. Taking a moment for Wofford to get ready. And now everybody's set. Ferlinda gets into the box. And that one also goes high, but it comes back pretty quickly as a play at the plate. And Glassy too fast. Wow. Eight to nothing. Bears lead. What a speedy play right there by Glassy. Mahue goes down to second base. Wofford takes a moment to gather himself. It's been a rough outing to start for the pitchers. And this Bears lineup, it's relentless. Oh, that's a pretty pitch right there. Evens the count at 1-1. Another one right there. 1-2. Let's see what Coker can do while they're ahead in the count. They've been battling from behind all day. Now that they're up and ahead, let's see what they can do with it. And that one's sliced. Foul. So another pitcher's down there warming up in the bullpen for Coker. Ferlinda gets set in there. Now looks for the pitch and fouls off another one. Right back at him. Ferlinda, 1-2 in the count. And that one's a ball. Even count. 2-2. If you're Coker, you need to start getting outs now before this gets out of hand. Don't want to repeat it the first inning. And that was a pretty pitch, but unable to get a swing. Ferlinda lays off of it. Outside, unable to get it to go. And now runners on first and second. No outs. Kuda up to bat. Wade Kuda. He also struck out in his first at-bat. The two outs that Watkins recorded. He was the second one after that. It's a rough outing. He takes the first pitch ball. David Bell staying on deck. Don't want to give him another chance with the bases loaded last time. Smashed one over the fences, so if you're Coker, you're going to expect Wofford to try to start hitting the zone here soon. Clued up 2-0 in the count. Pitch on the way. And that also misses the zone. 3-0. Check on the runner in a second. No balls. Runners on first and second. Pitch on the way. And that is low. Bases loaded. No outs. David Bell coming up to bat. Let's remind you, last time the bases were loaded for him, it was a grand slam over the left field fence. An absolute hammered one. And I think thanks to that, we'll take a moment right here and have a meeting at the mound. I think might get a pitching change. Yeah, it's going to be a pitching change for Coker. It's been a rough day so far, but you got to stop the damage somewhere, and David Bell can definitely do more, so you want to get a good matchup in for him. We're going to take a break here on the Bear Sports Network, and we'll be back.
Tasha, did you know Geico could save you hundreds on car insurance and a whole lot more? So what are you waiting for? Hip-hop group tag team to help you plan dessert?
French vanilla, rocky road, chocolate peanut butter cookie dough. Scoop this, scoop this, scoop this, scoop this, scoop shakalaka, 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 shaka, scoop shakalaka, shakalaka, shakalaka.
Geico. Switch today and see all the ways you could save.
Back here on the Bear Sports Network, senior Griffin Holyfield is now on the mound warming up for Coker Cobras and what's been a disaster of a start to game 2. So they gave up 7 runs in the bottom half of the first, squandered a bases loaded, no out situation in the top of the second, and now here, already giving up 1 run this inning, bases loaded, no outs. The Bears looking to strike again. And David Bell is the man looking to do the damage. Don't want to give him anything to eat, or else this game could be 12-0 quickly, as we've already seen once today. David Bell is not afraid to let it swing. First pitch, a little bit of a sidearm action. Holyfield. Ball 1. E.J. Rennell is on deck as well. And a strike taken low. Holyfield. Good pace to him right here. He's just getting the ball, getting set, and bringing it across at this point in time. That all the Cobras are looking for are strikes. Yes, they haven't got a whole lot of those today. Pretty pitch, but it's laid off. Now it counts 3-1. David Bell. He's looking for his pitcher. He's not going to swing. Try to flip this lineup over with the bases still loaded. And he gets one, but it pops straight up. Castillo makes the play. It's got to feel like a missed opportunity right there if you're David Bell. And a big out for Coker. But finally, they're able to get something from the mound as Holyfield gets the pop-up, and now E.J. Rennell got one walk and one hit today. Looking to add on. First pitch is taken for a ball. Holyfield right there, good pitch. Evens the count at 1-1. And that one's fouled back. Coach Ramirez managing these Bears today has to be ecstatic with how his teams come to play. Not just in the first game, but especially here in the second game. They've been patient at the plate. They've made the Cobras pay. E.J. Rennell looking to do the same. Tough pitch. Punches him out right there. It's a big strikeout. E.J. Rennell couldn't believe it. Gave a look back like, wow, really? Two outs now, bases loaded, and Will Jones looking to get a little more than just one run out of this inning if you're the Bears. Will Jones is the guy at the plate now. Ooh, Will Jones wanted to swing but just couldn't pull the trigger. 1 ball, 1 strike. And that one is fouled off. 1-2, 2 outs, bases loaded. If it's put in play, the runners will be moving. But that ball will be sent over. Two is the count. And that's a big swing and a miss. The Cobras finally able to get a little bit of celebration out of their dugout. They survive. Bases loaded, no outs. Only 1 run scored in the inning for the Bears, but they lead 8-0 here on the Bear Sports Network.
Celebrate great with Carolina West Wireless. Great new phones and a great customer experience, all on our great nationwide high-speed network. Stop by today and get big savings on select Samsung smartphones, like $350 off the Samsung Galaxy S20 and S20 Plus, and $350 off the Note 20 and Note 20 Ultra. The great savings continue with 4 lines of unlimited data for just $35 a month per line. Celebrate great savings and go stay connected wherever your travels take you.
In NCAA Division II, community engagement is an initiative at all 25 national championships because student athletes want to give back while competing for a national title. Over the course of the year, Division II student athletes have an opportunity to leave a lasting impression in local communities throughout the country. Whether Division II student athletes are volunteering at hospitals, schools, after-school care programs, foster homes, or retirement villages, they make a difference in the lives of others. In Division II, we rise to the opportunity and make community engagement our
Back here on the Bear Sports Network, Anthony Brown bringing you the call from Durham Field. Opening series on the new turf field, and the Bears are winning 8-0 over Coker, and Patrick brings across first pitch of the third inning. It's a little bit of a wild one. Cam Murray in the bat now. Turned out of the way of that last one. 1-0. Andrew Patrick a little wild here to start out this inning. Big time strike after 2 wild pitches. Finally finds the zone. Now 2-1 in the count. Murray looking for a hit today. It's low. It's a good pitch, but doesn't get Murray fishing. What a pitch right there. That was just filthy. Wow. What a pitch. 3-2. And Murray just able to stay alive after ducking away on the second strike curveball. 3-2 pitch on the way. And another strikeout. Patrick, it's 4 strikeouts in a row. You got 3 strikeouts in the inning after giving up a bases loaded, no outs. He got out of the inning with 3 strikeouts. And starts this one with a strikeout as well. Now Riley Hall steps to the plate and looks at a ball. Patrick gets the strike call. One and one out, nobody on. And swing and a miss from Hall. Andrew Patrick, he looks good so far. Making quick work in the first inning, got into some trouble in the second. But as I said, just calmly pitched his way out of it. And now here in the third, 1 strikeout down, looking to get another batter here. But bounces that one home. Two balls, 2 strikes. A little check swing. Doesn't get anything though. As we have a full count. Riley Hall, full count. Fights that one off. And that'll lead to a walk. That's a nice at bat right there.
That's three. That's three.
We're going to get a quick discussion here. And we're trying to figure out. And now even more explanation going on as we're trying to figure out exactly how many balls there were in the bat. It's a Riley Hall. Just a lot of question right now as Riley Hall is to suit it back up as apparently there were just 2 balls. So that was now going to make the count full. I guess the only question would have been the one pitch. That was a check swing. I guess they're going to call it a foul ball instead of a check. Instead of a ball. Either way, Riley Hall back in a tough spot. Got to lock back into a full count. 3-2, 1 out. And now Riley Hall is on first base with the walk. So after all that, man on first base and Brian Castillo up to the plate. He takes a high first pitch ball. Patrick really put a little steam into that one right there. If you're the Cobras, this is a great chance to attack. Hall almost caught napping over there at first base. That was a good move by Patrick on the mound. Any more aggressive by Hall, he would have been done. But instead, he survives. 1-0, 1 out. Pitch on the way, and Hall is gone. Takes a strike. And he's in there. Nice stolen base. That was close, but I think he got in there just in time. It's a nice play down there at second. The count when we get back will be 1-1. As Hall steals second base. It's a good job by him. Good jump and everything. And Castillo takes the ball. Makes the count 2-1. Pitch on the way. And that one is popped up. David Bell gets under it. Does a little dancing, but is able to come up with the catch. That one was hit a mile in the air. Castillo really got a hold of that one. Just didn't send it anywhere. And now there are 2 outs in the inning. Runner on second. And Corey Listing up to the plate. Turns away from that one. It's Patrick again. Turning up the heat on that fastball. Just a little off target. 1 ball, no strikes, 2 outs. Runner on second base. Bears leading 8-0. Coker trying to find an answer to that right now. Patrick sends one in, and Listing turns on it. I'll send that one way foul. He was ready for it, but maybe a little too ready. As he really got up under that and turned the corner. And Listing turns inside again. Gets away from that one. 3-1's the count. And that's a walk right there. Good eye. Runner on first and second. 2 outs. So Listing's able to work a walk there. That's a strike right there. Andrew Patrick trying to get up the inning without giving up any runs. Has him in the cleanest of innings, but an egg is an egg. As Giffer is up at the plate, and he'll eat that one. He's a couple of shots today. That one sounded like it had a little heat on it. It's going to sting in the morning. Doesn't feel great now, but when it's cold outside, everything kind of gets numb. So you might not even notice. That'll lead to a quick mound visit. Try to calm down Andrew Patrick. He's lost control here. Bases loaded, 2 outs. Coker, just 1 hit so far in the game, but they're 1 hit away from also being right back into this. So it's a very big at bat, as Nick Leonard will be at the plate whenever action resumes. Clarino on his way back to the mound now. Or from the mound now. And just like that, we'll be settled in for another pitch. Another at bat. Bases loaded. Top of the third inning, 2 outs. Bears lead 8-0. Cover's trying to find a way to strike here, as that pitch is high. True Patrick. Another pitch. This time just a little high. 2 balls, no strikes. And all he hears is advice from his dugout telling him to make the adjustment now. Fix the mistake before it's too late. See what Patrick can do to answer. He just misses. That was a pretty pitch. Good job laying off by Griffer. Three balls, no strikes. 2 outs, bases loaded here. Andrew Patrick misses, and that'll lead to the first run of the game for the Cobras. Cobras finally break the ice. It's 8-1 here thanks to a walk by Griffor. Now, Lenoir-Rhyne. Up at the plate, and he takes a pitch. High and behind his head. Clarino just taking a chance, just trying to calm down the young pitcher who's clearly lost it here. I'm set. And a big strike right there. Turns out of that way. Now caught the shoulder, and that's another run. Andrew Patrick just has lost control here. Just 2 runs. Bases are still loaded, though, and that's the dangerous part. As now a new hitter enters the game for the Cobras with the bases loaded. Hunter Henderson, a freshman out of Seneca, South Carolina. Big right-hander. Looking for the biggest hit of his career. Right now, try to Coker back into this game. And after taking the first pitch ball, he looks at a strike there. So 1 ball, 1 strike, 2 outs. Bases loaded. Henderson at the plate. Pitch on the way, and a big swing and a miss. And Patrick looks like he might have found his locationing a little bit right now. 1-2. Whoever gets the best of this at bat, their dugout's going to be loud, and you're going to hear it. Inside. That's Coker. Finally, it seems like it's been forever since I've been able to hear some noise out of their dugout, but they're alive now because I think they can sense the moment. And the Bears, they're trying to take the moment away. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs. Henderson ready. Pitch on the way. And just catches a piece of it. He was late, but he found a way to just stay on it just long enough. Keep himself alive. Two balls, 2 strikes. Do it all over again. Patrick gets the strikeout and is out of the inning. Wasn't the prettiest of innings, but Bears still lead. Only gave up 2 runs there. For Coker, they did score 2 runs. Bears lead 8-2. We'll be back on the Bear Sports Network.
Kia in Hickory. We want to see you driving a new Kia or, hey, a quality pre-owned Kia. We've got a huge selection of new and pre-owned Kias. You got to get to Paramount Kia in Hickory, Highway 70, ParamountKia.com.
Welcome back on the Bear Sports Network. We're here under the lights at Durham Field. The rain has went away, but the baseball hasn't. Opening day here. Sure Bears lead 8-2. They took game 1 by a final score of 14-1. Cobra strike for 2 there in the top half of the 3rd. And now Matt Mackey takes a first pitch ball. The Bears look to answer to what ended up being a 2-run inning by the Cobras. Holyfield still out there, wheeling and dealing it around for the Cobras, as that's a strike, and he looks taking advantage in this count. We're going to get a check. No go. 2-1 is the count. A huge first inning for the Bears, where they had 7 runs, batted around and some. So strike right there evens the count. Added on, but missed a chance to add more in the second inning. And Mackey gets a piece of that one, but unable to really take it anywhere, as that is caught out there by the shortstop. Didn't make it look too smooth, but Griffer made the play. Hasn't always been pretty for the Cobras, but they have gotten the job done in several areas. With Nick Clarno now at the bat. And he ropes one out the center. Will it fall in the gap? Giving it a chase, and no, it won't. Just a little too much hang time right there. He still looks for his first hit of the season. He's given a couple of good shots. Just hasn't been able to really get one to drop in, as he was prepared for that first pitch. Gave it a ride. There was just enough time in the air for it to be caught. And after 2 outs now, Drew Glassy. Nice pitch. And Glassy turns on it, but straight at the right fielder, and that's a 1-2-3 inning. That's Coker finally starting to show a little life here. Quick inning. They're going to try to add on to their 2 runs, and we'll be back on the Bear Sports Network.
Everett Chevrolet Buick GMC is ready for another exciting football season. Everett has been a proud sponsor of the Lenoir-Rhyne Bears for 25 years, and we wish the Bears a safe and successful season. And August means it's all systems go for another winning season with the Carolina Panthers. We have a tradition of winning in the Carolinas, and when you want to be a winner in the car, truck, or SUV game, come see the sales and service champions at Everett, because if you didn't get an Everett deal, you dropped the ball, baby. Woo!
I knew that there was an opportunity to have my college paid for if I was good enough to play baseball at that level. That was going to make a big difference in my family. D2 baseball gave me an opportunity to play at a high level and to get an education that's going to be valuable for me throughout the rest of my life. I chose to take my experience of being a student athlete and pursue that within my career and to get a master's degree. If I wouldn't have had a baseball scholarship, there'd be no chance that I'm doing what I'm doing today.
Back here on the Bear Sports Network, as Marlowe will be the batter for the Cobras after a quick 1-2-3 inning. And the Bears make a pitching change. Shot back up to shortstop. That one is handled and sent across the diamond. David Bell showing he could do it with the glove as well as he can do it with the bat. Enter in number 35, Austin Belvins. Redshirt sophomore from Granite Falls, North Carolina. South Caldwell High School. Flip the lineup over, and now Cam Murray looks at a ball for the Cobras. 8-2 game. The Cobras trying to build off that momentum they got from finally breaking the ice and getting 2 runs across the board in the top of the third. Strike poured in right there. Pretty looking pitch by Belvins. Another right-hander. It's come game to play. Murray was ready for that one, stayed hands inside, but couldn't turn all the way. Just fouls it off. And Belvins has a slight close to his stance on the mound. Playing off of the third base side here. It's a pretty pitch down below. Two balls, 2 strikes. 1 out already in this 4th inning. Another one fouled off. Murray hasn't had a lot of success at the plate today, but he has battled. He's done what a leadoff hitter is expected to do. He's made it tough. He's gotten a lot of looks for whoever's on the on-deck circle. And he's made the defense have to make some plays. He puts contact on it. Just hasn't been able to find a hole yet. So you got to believe he's not going to be an easy out right here. So Belvin's looking. Trying to get the put-away pitch, but another foul ball. That's 3 in a row now. Two balls, 2 strikes. Let's run it back one more time. That's a nice job turning on it, but just can't keep it fair. It's a 4th straight foul ball. Murray almost got his first hit of the season. Just turned on it a little bit too much right there, the speedster. Just ready to get out the box, trying to turn that one to 2 and really get this inning jumping. Pitch on the way. In the dirt. Full count. One in that bat right here. Big time fight on the at bat. Not allowing any room. Full count. And this one's roped out to right field. Gives a chase, but it's over the head. And now Murray, he's looking for 3. Oh, and he falls. He's trying to get back to second base and does so. So he finishes with a leadoff, or with a 1-out double. Absolutely roped that one. Got under it and sent it out to right field. I don't know if there's much that could have been done out there by Kuda. That was absolutely smoked off the bat. Tried to make a read on it, and that was right off of the fence on a 1-hopper. Now, Belvins looking at Hall, and that's a first pitch ball. Runner on second, 1 out. And that one's fouled straight back by Hall. One ball, one strike, one out. One runner on second base. The Bears lead 8-2 here. And that one is also struck out to the outfield. McHugh unable to catch that one, and that'll be an error. Kind of took that one for granted, I think, by the Bears. Swirling around out there, lights and everything, and McHugh just unable to squeeze it right off of the edge of the glove. Kind of surreal play. See, there was no reaction from anybody, I think. Just expected that one to be easy, but now if you're the Bears, you have to lock in. You're down, or you have two runners on, you're up 8-2, but you don't want to let any more energy get over there to the other dugout. As now you have a double steal, a nice run, but a great slide. Absolutely fantastic sliding down there at third base. As the throw beat him. But Murray with just an elusive slide down there. Now you have runners on second and third, one out. 0-1 is the count. And Castillo sends one into the outfield. You get squeezed, and then you're going to send this one to third. There's going to be a play. And looks like that one hits off of the runner. Cobras push one across. 2 outs. Coker down 3-8. Another run across the board. And a runner on third base. Austin Belvin. First pitch ball. Corey Listings. He takes a strike there, 1-1. He roped an absolute firecracker of a double off the wall in the first game. He'd love to do that again right here and bring another run across the board. But instead, he's down 1-2 in the count. 2 outs an inning. Bears trying to get out of here with just one. Runner on third base. Cobras trying to get more. Under the lights. Here's the pitch. And it's a big swing and a miss. The Bears get out of the inning. They only give up one. And they lead 8-3 here going into the bottom of the fourth inning on the Bear Sports Network.
I love being busy in my garden. I got flowers to plant and beds to clean out. When I was feeling really tired and not like myself, I saw a doctor. Look at me now. The doctors were good, they worked with me, and they laughed with me. I'm back to doing everything I love. I needed a doctor, and I found the expert for my heart.
Being a champion takes more than talent, more than the perfect pass, more than using your head. Being a champion takes the spirit to always push harder, the ability to overcome any hurdle, and the fire to be the best. Welcome to Division II, where the pursuit is yours to create. And the question isn't, can you do it? It's, will you?
Back here on the Bear Sports Network, I'm Anthony Brown. It's the Bears lead now only 8-3. Coker is showing some fight here. Mike McHugh looks in at a first pitch ball. First pitch ball is he wants to account for the error he made in the last inning that also led to a run being pushed across the board. Takes a nice healthy swing right there, but fouls it off. 1-1 is the count. McHugh got a walk in his last at-bat, and in his first at-bat, he had a 2 RBI double. So, successful day for him. It's a good pitch right there as McHugh tried to lay off, but it didn't matter. It was in the zone anyways. Pitch on the way, and that's low. McHugh got his hit earlier, his double on a 2-out pitch, or 2-strike pitch. Just choked up a little bit on the bat, got a little bit more of a wider stance here. He's just looking to chop something away. And that one goes high. Full count. Starting off bottom half of this 4th inning here. And absolutely ropes one to left. Will it fall? No, it will not. Nice sliding grab. Nice sliding grab by Riley Hall out there in left field. Really composed. He played that like he knew he was going to get to it the whole time. And made it look pretty simple. As now that'll be Xander Ferlinda out the bat. He also has a hit and a walk on his resume today. Now that pitch is low. It's a good pitch. Was able to stay off of it as Ferlinda. It's been a big part of the games today. Just trying to keep on adding to his resume as he fights one, and that one's foul. Good chase down that third baseline right there. But now the count, 1-1. 1 out. Pitch on the way. And that one is outside. (2-1). Ferlinda hasn't been an easy out all day, so trying to sneak one by him isn't an easy ask right now. That's a pretty pitch right there. Evens the count up at 2-2 with 1 out. And a swing and a miss leads to the second out of the inning. Coker now building some momentum on this defensive side. Really been able to slow down the Bears after that 7-run first inning. And I think it all started with throwing strikes. It's Holyfield. Holyfield got in the mound and it really is changed the tone of this game by just throwing strikes simply. As he pumps in a first pitch strike, follows it up with a ball on the outside, 1-1. Wade Kuda looks at another one low. 2 outs in the inning. Kuda just trying to make something happen here, extend the inning, start some trouble. Bears have done damage so far today with 2 outs, so keep extending it. And that's a nice pitch, evening it up at 2-2. Pitch on the way. Fans, and he misses. Kuda's not happy about that, but that'd be a 1-2-3 inning for the Bears. And now that's through 4. They lead 8-3. We'll be back on the Bear Sports Network.
Being a champion takes more than skill, more than endless drills, more than using your head. Being a champion takes the heart to give it your all, the agility to thrive from any angle, and the relentless drive to be the best. Welcome to Division 2, where the pursuit is yours to create, and the question isn't, can you do it? It's, will you?
Welcome back here on the Bear Sports Network. We have a new pitcher on the mound for the Bears. Brett Folk has come in and will face Griffer to start off this inning. Following a 1-2-3 inning for the Bears, they're looking to match that and not allow any energy for the Cobras. Big swing and a miss right there. Evens the count at 1-1. Folk is a redshirt senior out of East Bend, North Carolina. Forbush High School. And gets that one up in the air. Looks like it'll be taken care of by Kuda. Wade Kuda takes care of that one. Just the little things about baseball season that we have missed. It's been a while. Just the sights, sounds. Everybody making sure they're in their positions in case the play does go wrong. It's been a long time coming, but it's been a good day so far, and now it's even moved on into the night as the Bears lead 8-3. Folk looking to put up a scoreless inning here after the Cobras have had back-to-back innings where they've put up a run. Tough pitch on the inside. Falls in the account down to 2-0. And a big swing and a miss from Leonard. He was trying to put a run on the board himself. Coach just told him to make sure he keeps his head down a little more as Leonard was swinging for the fences right there. Saw something he thought he could get a hold of. 3-1. Coker's done a good job of battling at the plate, not really allowing any easy outs. And that's a pretty pitch. Full count, 3-2. And payoff pitch is about to be on the way. It's Leonard just trying to get on base. Second time today. Second time in this game. And a big swing and a miss. That's a strikeout for the Bears. Folk getting the K, swinging. Second out of the inning. On the day, on the evening, shall I say. The Bears have 7 strikeouts. Liebrand shows bunt but pulls back. Counts 1-0. That's a pretty pitch by Folk, but it just misses. And Liebrand got a hold of that one, but turned a little early. Sends it out of play. Two one. 2 outs. Pitch on the way. That's fouled off. He evens up the count. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs. Bears looking for a 1-2-3 inning of their own after going down 1-2-3 in their half. And a big swing and a miss right there. Folk gets a fly out, 2 Ks, and that'll do it here for the top of the 5th. Bears still leading 8-3 on the Bear Sports Network.
Tasha, did you know Geico could save you hundreds on car insurance and a whole lot more? So what are you waiting for? Hip Hop Group Tag Team to help you plan dessert?
French vanilla, rocky road, chocolate peanut butter cookie dough. Scoop this, scoop this, scoop this, scoop this, scoop shakalaka, 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 shaka, scoop shakalaka, shakalaka, shakalaka.
Geico. Switch today and see all the ways you could.
And before I get a chance to even introduce the inning, David Bell swings away. And that's the first out of the bottom half of the 5th inning here. Not much has changed. Still Holyfield on the mound. And now E.J. Rennell up to bat. And that pitch is ball. Rennell takes a strike right there. 1-1 with one out. Bears haven't made anything happen at the plate in a couple innings. Trying to get back on the scoreboard here. After a 7-run first inning, courtesy of hits from almost everybody, it's felt like in the lineup. Since then, it's been really quiet after scattering a bases-loaded opportunity. And E.J. Rennell fans at that one, evens the count up. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 1 out. Bottom half of the 5th inning. And that's outside. Loads up this account. 3 balls, 2 strikes, 1 out. And a swing and a miss. Back-to-back appearances with a strikeout for Rennell. 2 outs. But Will Jones looks to pick up the pieces. Still looking for his first hit. He's had some good contact. He reached on a walk earlier and then struck out in his last at-bat. So Holyfield, ever since he's came in, he's got 5 strikeouts. It's been definitely a calming presence after what felt like a disaster start. It's given these Cobras a chance to really get back into the mix. That one's low. And that one is roped right to second base, but it is caught and controlled. That'll do it. A 1-2-3. Bottom half of the 5th inning. Bears still lead 8-5. We'll be back on the Bear Sports Network.
Break great with Carolina West Wireless. Great new phones and a great customer experience, all on our great nationwide high-speed network. Stop by today and get big savings on select Samsung smartphones, like $350 off the Samsung Galaxy S20 and S20 Plus, and $350 off the Note 20 and Note 20 Ultra. The great savings continue with 4 lines of unlimited data for just $35 a month per line. Celebrate great savings and go stay connected wherever your travels take you.
In NCAA Division II, community engagement is an initiative at all 25 national championships because student athletes want to give back while competing for a national title. Over the course of the year, Division II student athletes have an opportunity to leave a lasting impression in local communities throughout the country. Whether Division II student athletes are volunteering at hospitals, schools, after-school care programs, foster homes, or retirement villages, they make a difference in the lives of others. In Division II, we rise to the opportunity and make community engagement our
Back here on the Bear Sports Network, I'm Anthony Brown bringing to you opening day baseball. As now it's turned into opening night baseball for the Bears. So they lead 8-3 under the lights over the Coker Cobras. 7 runs in the first inning. They added their 8th run in the 2nd inning, and then since then, Coker got 2 in the 3rd, 1 in the 4th, a scoreless 5th, and that brings us here to the top of the 6th with a ball to start. As Folk went 1, 2, 3 in the last inning, 2 strikeouts. Looking to add to his total. A couple of balls here. And we're back here following that short technical difficulty. After a walk, a runner is on first base for the Cobras. And that want to be chalked foul, and an 0-2 count is now for Marlowe. As my correction, it's a new pitcher on the mound. Jackson Reed is on the mound for the Bears. That's the wind starting to pick back up here. That's a swing and a miss and a strikeout for Reed. He gets the first out of the inning. The lineup will flip over. Henderson on second base. Or Henderson on first base, my apologies. Cam Murray now at the plate. And that one is hit sky high. Kuda chasing down after it and gathers it. Kuda gathers it for the second out of the inning. That'll bring up to the plate number 8, Riley Hall. Hall looking for a hit, but he's got a walk in this game. Takes a first pitch ball from Reed. Going. Henderson almost fell, and instead, a good slide gets down under the tag. Another stolen base for the Cobras. Been able to find a little success in that department so far today. Big swing and a miss right there by Hall. Runner in scoring position. Cobras. Still a lot of time left in this game, but they don't want to waste opportunities like this. They want to have a chance to complete the comeback. That one's outside. Two and 1 is the count. 2 outs. Jackson Reed on the mound. Big right-hander. He gets set. Brings the pitch. And correction, now it's 3-1, and that pitch is ball 4. So with 2 outs now. Runners at first and second. Big right-hander Jackson Reed got a couple outs now, looking to get the final one so we can get out this inning. put up a scoreless half here. It's a nice strike placed in there by Reed. Pitch is a little low as Castillo is able to lay off. It's the situation you want your three-hole batter up for. Runners on first and second. Needing a big hit right here are the Cobras. Castillo, he's shown some powers today. Hasn't really paid off in any hits. Looking for one to carry here, and this one's in the ground. And the Cobras will advance 90 feet for everybody. Now you have two runners in scoring position. Nice little scoop right there by Reed as they do an exchange of baseballs. 2-1, 2 outs. Castillo at the plate. Bears looking for a big out here. Corver's looking for a big hit. (3-1). This is becoming a very, very important at bat now. This has turned into a heck of a ball game. Started to look like a rout early. Bears put up 7 in the bottom half of the first. And now the Cobras one hit away from really being back in range. And a swing and a miss. Castillo put everything into that one. Really was trying to let loose on that pitch. Just missed. Coaches even had to check on to make sure he's okay as he had a funny kind of landing towards that. Full count. 2 outs. Runners going on contact, so any hit scores 2. And that one's sliced foul. We'll do it all over again. 3-2, 2 outs. Top of the 6th inning. Reed set. On the way. Too low. Base is loaded now. Cobras really knocking on the door here. Bears will take a moment and walk out for the mound. Calm down Jackson Reed a little bit. He hasn't pitched bad so far, but 3 walks. A little loose. Jackson Reed, 6'7". Tall frame on that kid. Morrisville, North Carolina, Morrisville High School, stand up. It's the big right-hander now. In some trouble. Not the worst, but he's just 1 out away from being back in the dugout. With no harm done. Or 1 hit away from the Bears being back into a tight ball game here. So very big at bat now is Corey Listing. Steps in the box and swings at the first pitch. It's been a wild week here in Hickory. Weather was all over the place. Everybody didn't know what time games were going to be or anything. as we see another strike in there. And I wasn't able to get with Coach Ramirez before the game and kind of talk with him. I'm eager to get that chance because this team has shown me a lot today, and I know he's very, very proud of the work his guys have put in. And they get a big-time strikeout right there to get out of the inning, showing the heart and determination. I know Coach has to be happy about that one as the Bears get in some trouble, but they get out of trouble, and they still lead 8-3. We'll be back on the Bear Sports Network.
Break great with Carolina West Wireless. Great new phones and a great customer experience, all on our great nationwide high-speed network. Stop by today and get big savings on select Samsung smartphones, like $350 off the Samsung Galaxy S20 and S20 Plus, and $350 off the Note 20 and Note 20 Ultra. The great savings continue with 4 lines of unlimited data for just $35 a month per line. Celebrate great savings and go stay connected wherever your travels take you.
In NCAA Division II, community engagement is an initiative at all 25 national championships because student athletes want to give back while competing for a national title. Over the course of the year, Division II student athletes have an opportunity to leave a lasting impression in local communities throughout the country. Whether Division II student athletes are volunteering at hospitals, schools, after-school care programs, foster homes, or retirement villages, they make a difference in the lives of others. In Division II, we rise to the opportunity and make community engagement ours.
Welcome back on the Bear Sports Network. As your LR Bears lead 8-3, bottom half of the 6th inning here. Bears been held scoreless the last 3 innings. They're looking to put a run up here or two, just something to get back going. Holyfield, ever since he stepped on the mound, has been exactly what the Cobras needed. He gets a good first pitch swing and foul ball there. Gets ahead in the count. No walls, 1 strike. Mackey steps in and ropes that one. It's picked at short. Throw across the diamond. That was pretty right there. Nicely played. Wow. Wow, that was nicely played right there by number 10, Griffer. Phil Griffer. Pretty little backhand scoop. And a strong throw across the diamond. Nick Clarno. Nick Clarno at the mound, or in the batter's box. Fouls that one back. Still looking for his first hit of the season. Clock going. So now he's down 0-2 in the count. It's been a rough day for him inside the box. He's made solid contact a couple times, especially the last time up. Hitting one in the right center field, but the right fielder was able to get over there in enough time. Down 0-2, got a battle. Just offside the plate. 1-2. 1 out. Claire now, he's been a very, very, very good leader behind the plate. I'm looking for a payoff, and that was just off the plate. That also looked really pretty. Good eye by the catcher. Holding off of the pitch. He's got the best eye of the strike zone today. And that one was low. 0-2 to 3-2. We got a full count now. It's Claire now. swings and pulls that one just foul. Three-two pitch. And what a pitch it is. It's a strikeout for Holyfield. Sixth strikeout of the night for Holyfield. He came on in that third inning. Second inning. And since then, he's been nothing but spectacular. It's Glassy now stepping up. Glassy hit a home run in game one, so don't want to mess around too much with him, as he's shown the ability to send one out of here pretty quickly. Now sits in the count 2-1, 2 outs. And that one is ripped right down the first base line. That's going to be 2 at least. It's Glassy. Absolutely flying around those base paths. Gets him a 2-out double and extends the inning. Heck of an at bat right there by Glassy. Brings up Mike McHugh. He had the big hit early on today. 2 RBI double in the first inning. Kind of the peak of what was a 7-run inning. He's looking to add to it now. Runner on second base with 2 outs. Nice pitch right there by Holyfield. Gets ahead in the count. That's probably the best thing Holyfield's done. He's just been throwing strikes, getting ahead. Filling it up in there when the Cobras desperately needed somebody just to throw strikes. They found one, and he's been doing a pretty good job of it. Bears haven't been able to do too much damage. Pitch to McHugh. He turns on it into the gap. Is it going to fall? No, it's taken care of out there by Hall. And that'll do for your 6th inning here. 2/3 of the way done. 3 more innings left to go here, but your Bears still lead 8-3 on the Bear Sports Network.
Kia in Hickory. We want to see you driving a new Kia or, hey, a quality pre-owned Kia. We've got a huge selection of new and pre-owned Kias. You got to get to Paramount Kia in Hickory, Highway 70, ParamountKia.com.
Welcome back here on the Bears Sports Network as we are hitting the final stretch of this game. It's been an interesting one. Started out hot for the Bears, has since cooled off, but they've also done a great job defensively of not really allowing the Cobras to get too close. So now we have another new pitcher into the game for the Bears. Enter in number 11, Ian Fago, a right-hander, graduate student from Hilton Head, South Carolina. Gets a big strike right there. Big swing from Griffer, who had a pretty play on the defensive end. Pretty play. Shot out to the one in the hole. Little backhand slide across the diamond. Made it look nice and easy. On a night like this, never appreciate plays like that enough. Wind's starting to pick up. It's blowing in a little bit to right field. But mostly in, so expect all the fly balls to die in the sky towards the outfield. Doesn't look like there'll be much carry there. Count now runs up to 3-1. Fago looking for a big strike here. And he gets a foul ball. 3-2, no outs. We've had 2 full innings of no runs. Kind of changed the pace of this game. Still close. 8-3. The Cobras have had their chances. Trying to get another one here. Payoff pitch. Another one shot down to first base. Mackey gets on his horse, says he got it, and he does have it for the first out. First out of the inning. That'll bring Nick Leonard up to the plate. 1 for 2 today, has an RBI. Also drew a walk. Been the most successful batter, you would say, in this game too for the Cobras. Strike right there. It's a pretty pitch by Fago. Swing and a miss right there. 1-2 on the count. Fago's got a little life to that fastball. Showing a little steam coming out of his hands, and he's looking to get another put away right here. Big time curveball gets the K. What a pitch. Nice swing and a miss. Ian Fago, his first strikeout of the season. Now 2 outs in the inning. And Lake Levram up to bat. Big swing and a miss. Levram, right? He's made a couple plays himself, but hasn't got a hit in the second game and already has 2 strikeouts, looking to avoid a third time. Swing and a miss. He's just behind right now. choked up on the bat, trying to go old school, cut down his time to the plate, cut down on the swing path, but not much to do when you're just late. And a big time off-speed pitch, can't get the call. The bench was ready to explode. And this has turned into a little bit of a pitching duel after a lot of offense early. 1-2, 2 outs. Falgo comes set. On the way. Good job laying off right there. Pitch down. And we run it back. Counts even. 2-2, 2 outs. Another big hanger, and this time he gets the punch out. That'll do it. Time to stretch here at Durham Field. Bears leading 8-3. Back-to-back strikeouts, and we'll be back on the Bear Sports Network.
Everett Chevrolet Buick GMC is ready for another exciting football season. Everett has been a proud sponsor of the Lenoir-Rhyne Bears for 25 years, and we wish the Bears a safe and successful season. And August means it's all systems go for another winning season with the Carolina Panthers. We have a tradition of winning in the Carolinas, and when you want to be a winner in the car, truck, or SUV game, come see the sales and service champions at Everett, because if you didn't get an Everett deal, you dropped the ball, baby. Woo!
I knew that there was an opportunity to have my college paid for if I was good enough to play baseball at that level. That was going to make a big difference in my family. D2 baseball gave me an opportunity to play at a high level and to get an education that's going to be valuable for me throughout the rest of my life. I chose to take my experience of being a student athlete and pursue that within my career and to get a master's degree. If I wouldn't have had a baseball scholarship, there'd be no chance that I'm doing what I'm doing today.
Back here at Durham Field on the Bear Sports Network, I'm Anthony Brown. I just finished doing my stretches here at the 7th inning stretch. Bears leading 8-3 in the second game of a doubleheader to open the season 2021 campaign. Bears won the first game 14-1. Got 7 runs in the first inning here. Since then, been stalled. Had 4 straight runless innings. Now, Xander Ferlinda in the box looking to get it all started back up, trying to get the offense going. 7 runs in the first, 1 run in the second, and then after that, nothing. Not a whole lot of action from the Bears. Holyfield's come in and done a heck of a job on the mound. His pitch is on the way. You see it on another strike across the diamond. Griffor plays it well off the hop, and that'll be 1 down in the inning. I think as a whole, 1 strike started to go across the plate for the Cobras. They were able to play some baseball in the field, and really, the defense has looked crisp, I think, for both teams. So we have a new batter. Here it looks like number 27. Connor Smith. Big swing from the lefty. He catches a piece of this one. It's going back, and that one is gone. Connor Smith, take that goose egg off the board. Look at that. And the excitement from the dugout says it all. Nine to 3 now is your score, thanks to a solo shot off of the bat of Connor Smith. Absolutely just destroyed that baseball. Almost as if he had a problem with it. David Bell, he gets a piece of his, drives it out to the wall. Just short. Players thought they had back-to-back. David Bell didn't even give me enough time to talk about Connor Smith. Shot out to right center field. Before he had already taken his hack and sent it all the way out to the left field warning track. Players had their hands all over the place, ready to celebrate another home run. Instead, that just died a little bit as the wind seems to be blowing in on the left side of the field and a little bit out towards the right side of the field. So maybe that explains why the ball died. E.J. Rennell now at the plate. And he eats that one on the back. And for the first time in his appearance today, Holyfield looks human. For a while, the Bears couldn't touch him. Seems like they could only just strike out and make weak contact. But after a home run, another deep hit, and then Rennell is hit by a pitch. Got a quick conversation now as we get a pinch hitter. Number 12, Damian Pierce. Got an at-bat in the first game. And we'll also get an at-bat here. But before that, he'll get a chance to warm up, and Croker will have a quick mound visit, give a scouting report, talk some things over, buy a little time. Nine to 3. Thank you, Connor Smith, coming off the bench, ready to go. And in his first bat of the game, he absolutely uncorks a solo shot deep into the trees. And after a mound visit, Damian Pierce up the bat. Stands in, waiting. Looks at a first pitch ball. If you're Coker here, you're just looking for one more out. Just one more out to make it out of this. Don't give up too much more damage. And have your chance to answer. Out in front of that one was Pierce. He's way out in front of it. Hooked it. One ball, one strike. 2 outs. Runner on first base. Pierce at the deck. Say check on Reynolds over there at first base. And that pitch is low. 2-1 for Pierce. Here comes the pitch. And that one catches him right in the thigh. Puts another batter on. So that's 2 straight hit by pitches. Maybe Holyfield's just running out of gas a little bit up there on the mound. He's had a heck of a performance. And that'll lead to a pitching change here. Heck of a show put on. But it looks like it'll be extended to somebody else. Manager comes out, gives a pat on the back. And can't say enough about the performance that Reynolds put on. or not Reynolds, Holyfield put on, as he really kept this game in reach. But we'll take a short break and be back on the Bear Sports Network.
I love being busy in my garden. I got flowers to plant and beds to clean out. When I was feeling really tired and not like myself, I saw a doctor. Look at me now. The doctors were good, they worked with me, and they laughed with me. I'm back to doing everything I love. I needed a doctor, and I found the expert for my heart.
Being a champion takes more than talent, more than the perfect pass, more than using your head. Being a champion takes the spirit to always push harder, the ability to overcome any hurdle, and the fire to be the best. Welcome to Division 2, where the pursuit is yours to create. And the question isn't, can you do it? It's, will you?
Back here on the Bear Sports Network, new pitcher on the mound, number 26, Aaron Mitchell, senior right-handed thrower from Charlotte, North Carolina. Will face Mackey with a runner on first and second, following 2 hit by pitches. Mackey looking to open this thing back up for the Bears, and first pitch swinging. Gets under it. That one's a sky high, though. And it falls. 2 runs across for the Bears, pushing this back to an 8-run lead. 11-3. That one was hit. That might have been hit a couple miles high. Hard one to read. Out there at second base. Body conversion all over the place. Got to deal with lights swirling around in the wind. And Marlowe just couldn't control it. Correction, that makes it a 7-run lead. 10-3 is your score. And Claire now takes a swing there. It's 1-1, 2 outs. Runner on first. He's still looking for his first hit. And he drives one out into center field. Back. Just enough space. But the Bears, they strike twice. Get a couple of big runs. And for that one, they still hold a good, decisive lead. We'll be back here on the Bear Sports Network for the top of the 8th inning.
Being a champion takes more than skill, more than endless drills, more than using your head. Being a champion takes the heart to give it your all, the agility to thrive from any angle, and the relentless drive to be the best. Welcome to Division 2, where the pursuit is yours to create. And the question isn't, can you do it? It's, will you?
And we're back here on the Bear Sports Network. Quick conversation about what the score should be. And we're getting clarification. It's going to end up being 11-3. Just a miscount. Forgot about a runner. But the Bears will lead 11-3 here thanks to a solo shot and then 2 runs scoring on an error. So thanks to that, 11-3. Bears have 11 runs on 7 hits, 1 error committed. New pitcher on the mound for the Bears. Right-hander, Michael Allen. Sophomore, Mateo, North Carolina. Mateo High School. And after all that, we are in the top of the 8th inning. Bears looking out to close the opening doubleheader with 2 victories. First pitch on the way from Allen is down. Again, this is a Bears team that has pretty high expectations. Preseason number 6 in the conference. And they believe they have a shot to be higher. It's a tough conference when you talk about baseball, but it's very competitive. And these Bears, they have a different set of beliefs. They believe they can play with anybody. Thanks a lot to that big win they had over Catawba last, who at the time was ranked number 3 in the nation. And then you finish the season on a 3-game win streak. Your confidence is on the roof. You get a new field. And this is a team that believes they have a chance to do something special this year. And they're playing like it so far today. It's a strike right there. Get the count to 3-1 for the sophomore. Comes set. And that one is sliced out the right field. It's running away, but that one is controlled out there in right field. One out. Here in the 8th inning, Henderson gave that one a ride. And that'll bring in Marlowe. Rob Marlowe steps in, gets a first pitch ball. Really settled in to be a good night. All the rain is blown over. A little wind. Not too much. And the temperature hasn't even dropped much since when it was raining. So Bears looking to finish this one off strong. Runs to count to 3-0. Allen facing a little trouble early in these counts. And that's a strike right there. Gets to count to 3-1. Let's see if Marlowe will be swinging at 3-1 like Henderson was. Pitch on the way. And that's another pretty pitch. Unable to pull the trigger. It's Marlowe. And now the count is full. Allen looking for his first strikeout of the season. And what a pitch it is. He gets the strikeout, out number 2 of the inning. Coming back from down 3-0. 3 straight strikes. That'll do it. 2 outs in the inning. Now Cam Murray up to bat for the Cobras. And he misses. Or actually hits the strike zone. Low. Strike 1. Allen comes set. He's in a groove, and that one's ripped out to the shortstop. Takes a funny hop, and Bell unable to gather it. That'd be a runner for the Cobras. 2 outs. Would have been a close play anyways. Speed can do that too. You make you kind of overwork yourself, but error charged the Bell. That'd be an E6 on the play. Extends the inning, and now Riley Hall. Coming from a baseball town. He's a heck of a baseball player. He's made some good plays out in the field. Looking to make one with the bat. Looks at a first pitch strike. Allen brings in the pitch. A big swing and a big miss. No balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs. Runner on first base. Allen looking for the big time KO. Pickoff move, and he got him. Wow. What quickness right there. Just caught Murray sleeping at first base. What a play. That'll do it here for the top half of the 8th inning. Bears leading now 8-3 or 11-3. We'll be back on the Bear Sports Network.
Tasha, did you know Geico could save you hundreds on car insurance and a whole lot more? So what are you waiting for? Hip Hop Group Tag Team to help you plan dessert?
French vanilla, rocky road, chocolate peanut butter cookie dough. Scoop, there it is. Scoop, there it is. Scoop, there it is. Scoop, there it is. Scoop, shakalaka, 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 shaka. Scoop, shakalaka, shakalaka, shakalaka.
Geico. Switch today and see all the ways you could save.
Back here on the Bears Sports Network, bottom of the 8th inning. I'm Anthony Brown, bringing to you opening day, which is now turned into opening night baseball. Drew Glassy steps up, takes a first pitch swing at it. He's had himself a nice day with a big-time home run in the first game. Second game hasn't been as smooth, but he's also made an impact as well, getting himself a hit and then finding a way to score a run in the last inning. Another foul tip into the glove. Down 0-2. And that one's popped straight up. And it finally comes down out of play. Oh, 0-2. Takes a ball. Mitchell brings the pitch, and that one was right back at him. He had to get out the way of that one. Wow. Glassy sent that one right back up where it came from. Had to keep your head on a swivel. And that brings Mike Mayhew up to the plate. Takes the first pitch for a ball. Another ball right there. Mike Mayhew playing in his first game of the season. Gets a hold of that one. Sent out to center field. Slow played, and that's a pretty routine catch right there. Murray out in center field, just calmly controlling that one. Linda looks at a first pitch strike, 1 out. Runner on first base. Glassy, he's got some wheels, so it'll be hard to turn 2 here between the two. Cobras can't play that one as it goes foul. That one's high. That runs the count even at 2-2. Glassy on first base for Linda. At the plate, Connor Smith, fresh off of a home run, on deck. And that one is ripped into the gap between short and third. Had to be another base hit for Xander Ferlinda. Adding on to his spectacular day. Brings in the heavy bat and the home run hitter, Connor Smith. Got to be careful and pay attention when he's up. This ball could be placed right into your backyard. He's got a big swing on a big frame. Left-hander. Smooth stroking. And that one hit out towards left. Off the fence. That'll bring across one. For a RBI double. 1 out RBI double. Connor Smith, 2 at-bats. Very productive. 2 RBIs. Solo shot last time up, and this time an RBI double. Xander Ferlanda moves all the way up to third base. And now that leaves David Bell in a pretty prime position. So that pitch is high. That's a strike. One and one out. Runners on second and third. Strike called right there. Moves to count to 1 and 2. 1 out. Runners on second and third. And that one's right back at Mitchell. Handles it well. That'll bring 1 run across. I think they're going to go out there just to check on him. It's always a interesting moment whenever a pitch comes back at you that fast. Got to be quick on your feet. And looks like Mitchell is good. Kind of shrugging it all off. Tried to make a play on the ball. I think he's more upset about the fact that he just had another run charged to him. Tough kid out there. Chipper McGinnis getting his first ever career at bat. Number 31, the name like Chipper, pretty much destined to be a baseball player. Ellenboro, North Carolina, Chase High School. He looks at a first pitch strike. So you can see that comebacker didn't affect Mitchell too much as he pounds the strike zone. It's a ball right there. Swing and a miss. McGinnis took a nice healthy hack on the pitch on the outside part of the plate. Looks at that one to even up the count. 2 balls, 2 strikes. 1 out. Runners at the corner. And a swing and a miss. As that'll do it for McGinnis. Good job by Mitchell. Comebacker straight at you. For the last 2 hits you've seen are 2 comebackers. One right past you and the other one off your shoulder. He gathers himself, not phased, gets a strikeout. And Healy, big eyes, soft, hot fastball was swinging away. That one's out in the air to right field. Played and taken care of, and that'll do for the bottom half of the 8th. We're going to the top half of the 9th. Your LR Bears lead by 10, 13-3, looking to wrap up this doubleheader on the Bear Sports Network.
Paramount Kia in Hickory. We want to see you driving a new Kia or, hey, a quality pre-owned Kia. We've got a huge selection of new and pre-owned Kias. You got to get to Paramount Kia in Hickory, Highway 70, ParamountKia.com.
Back here on the Bear Sports Network, 3 outs to go for the Bears. Get second victory on the season. 341 days between games. The last game played here on March 10th, and the first game played today. 341 days, and now the Bears are looking to get their second straight victory in as many games in the same day. Really taking advantage of the situation in the moment. It's been a great day out here on the field. New turf field, Durham Field. Looks amazing. The lights are on it now, and it's shining. And I know there's nothing better than for this Bears team to finish off a day with a nice 1-2-3 inning here. Get a solid win. New pitcher on the mound, Braden Houston, right-hander from Iowa City, Iowa. Sophomore. Looking to close it out, and he'll start it out with Riley Hall. Will be the first batter he has to face. Houston unable to find the strike zone on that first pitch. And just inside. Hall able to get out of the way. 2-0 is the count. Bears, it's going to be a big season. It's going to be a fun season for them. They had fun today. As that one is fouled back. It's not comfortable taking a foul tip as a catcher. Ump jogs out. Gives him a little time to recover. But this team, they had a lot of fun today. I enjoyed calling the games as they had a lot of energy, and I expect that to be one of the leading things over the year A lot of returning players, a lot of players that feel like they can make an impact, and a lot of unselfish, a lot of selfless players, willing to sacrifice for their teammates, just want to see the team win and do good. And you really saw it through the pitching performances, how excited they got every time they could get a double play, just the meeting between the dugout and the pitchers as they were walking off the field. It's just something that I expect to be a story of the season. This team showed it today. And that one is pulled to first base. Nice little scoop right there. Mackey just controlling the corners. Nice little scoop. Takes it himself. First out. 2 outs to go. Brian Castillo wants to make his impact in this game. Steps into the plate. It's going to be interesting to hear from Coach Ram and just his thoughts on the team's performances. His thoughts on handling the condition. So much uncertainty whether when they'd play, if they'd play. And it's already enough uncertainty as there is in these times, but these players have handled it well. They've shown up today, and they've definitely brought their bats. But when times got tough, they answered. And that's why they're up 13-3 now. That one's hit out to left field on a rope. Also taken care of. Mike McHugh. The nice, easy play. 2 outs in the inning. Cobras down to their final out. Listing. It's the last resort, trying to extend this for the Cobras. It's been a long day, and I want to give a shout out to Coker for driving out here. It wasn't pretty. They played baseball though. They showed up and they were prepared to play us. This one's popped straight up, and it's gonna fall just out of play, right next to me. Thought I might have had a play on it. And all that for a long strike one. Back to what I was saying, I want to give a shout out to Coker for the drive out here. It wasn't a pretty day, but they committed to playing baseball, and they played a game. Scores won't reflect how close these games actually were. They had some chances. The Bears just closed the door and then capitalized when they had chances. Shout out to everybody else who runs the scoreboards and even helps me run my broadcast. It's been a long day, but we're 1 out away from 2 Bear victories. 1 and 2 is the count. Houston looking to finish it off here. Listings trying to extend the evening. Houston's come set. Pitch is on the way. What a way to finish it right there. Caught him looking, and that'll do it for this ball game. Bears win by a final score of 13-3. Bears take the doubleheader. They win both games. Game 1 by a final score of 14-1. Game 2 by a final of 13-3. A little fist bump between the coaches at home plate. Mutual respect all around as everybody showed up, and the Bears just had the number. The pitching showed, the batting showed, some home runs hit. It's going to be fun looking at these box scores, but also, too, it's going to be fun getting in some heat. It's been a cold, wet one. Bears get 2 victories. We're not going to hold you any longer here. It's a great night from Durham Field. Great opening to the season. Bears 2-0, and we'll see you next time on the Bears Sports Network.